One thing I noticed a lot about America is like senior homes. Like they have senior homes. I've been in America for almost 11 years and still don't get that. Like somebody who raised you from birth, they taught you how to eat, they taught you how to walk, they taught you how to speak, and then you putting them in senior care. They take care of you no matter how annoying you got when you were little too. Like you would cry all day. Like they got headache from you. They got like back pain from you. So that's one thing like I always kind of question.
We, as immigrants, and especially a black person and like an African, we grew up, we were raised in, living in family, living together. And that will also translate when you come here in the US. However, that way of living somehow can slow down the individual. And that's something that people never think about it when they talking about the income gap, because a white person doesn't have to take care of the parents or the siblings. They don't have to think about how much money they're going to set aside to the family members. Will, of course, have more money than someone who, at the end of the month, need to send some sort of money or to the parents, to the family. In the Congo, when there's a party, people contribute, like same family members. You guys put money aside for that specific events, and that's the same thing for like birthday parties, funerals, and then you name it. So then it's kind of hard for that individual to become, I would say, independent and actually being able to build wealth, because they always have to think about people back home, which I think is a really lovely thing, because I do that with like no hesitation. But I can see how some people, after moving here, and maybe not the first generation but the second or third, they get sunk into this American culture of being individual, because at the end of the day, that's the reason why we came here, is to achieve the quote-unquote American dream and being able to build that wealth that you couldn't have built back home. And that implies a lot of sacrifice that people don't necessarily talk about. Like they just say, oh yeah, he bought a house. Oh yeah, he did this. But there's like a lot of sacrifice that person had to do. And that also includes kind of like, I don't want to say cut ties, but be a little bit selfish.
A middle class person has social security, has pension, has all sort of plans for when they are older and cannot work. Where I'm from, there is no social security. Parents don't think about what would happen saving money for when they retire. They don't invest. Like my parents and most parents, their investments are on their children, right? Like my mother, like I said, my father too. They did everything for us. They live for us, right? And in that society, it goes without saying, no one is going to ask you when your parents are old and cannot work, you check them in. They live with you. There are no adult care home. There are, but very few. Your parents will come to live with you. You take care of them 100%. That is just how the society is structured. Some people have their own homes. So if the kid don't have big enough home, they move in. They move themselves to the parents' house. Here is different because you don't have to. Because your mother and your father, if they were middle class, already had those plans. Where I'm from, in my society, we live for each other. I have an elder brother that is not doing well, that I help. He's my older brother. Of course, I have the younger ones that I'm responsible for. And I told you one of my sisters passed. After my dad passed, my mom passed, she was young. I was responsible for her 100%, where she lives, what she eats, and all through university, all through college. So after having lived here for 20 years, I've just realized that that's not something that American culture really does. But you can see that immigrants still do it. The hardest and the heartbreaking part is that it's hard to pass that to first generation immigrants here. I'm not looking forward to my children taking care of me when I'm old. My main concern now is that they love and be there for each other. I can't hold my breath that they're gonna be there for me, even though I know my children love me very much.